What's up, guys? Long time no talk, but I wanted to jump in here real quick and show you kind of the flexibility and maneuverability of this platform. So last week I was talking to a customer, and they were talking about zero trust and how to make things secure and IoT, and how they have a whole bunch of stuff on their network now that doesn't have any users behind it. So like cameras and sensors and all kinds of stuff like that. And they were talking about how do you manage pre-shared keys for that equipment, right? So I kind of wanted to go over what was going on with how Mist solves that problem, and then again, I was bored sitting in a hotel the previous night, so I integrated it into ServiceNow. So I wanted to show that off too. So basically, you'll see here on my screen, this is kind of how we manage everything, right? So the idea is you can import and export and add keys, however you'd like, to make it more scalable. And then of course we've got the SSIDs that they're on when they expire, so you can actually set how long these things can last, and then what happens when they die out, right? So the idea could be that I have pre-shared keys for users, let's say in a dorm or something, and so they have those for a month, and then we issue them new ones. And so that way you can have two at the same time, right? So it kind of gives that user the ability to upgrade or update their PSK whenever they need to, and then we also have visibility in here to see if they're still using their old one or their new one or whatever, right? So I thought that was pretty cool, and so, but I also wanted to show off that how easy it is to get these things. Sorry, I'm looking on my phone trying to hit record on here. How easy it is to get these things managed, right? So I don't really mess with live demo at all as far as making changes. So I have my own little lab in here. Same idea, right? So let's do one manually, right? So let's say add key. Key name is whatever, SSID. I set up an SSID the same as live demo. VLAN I don't care about. Passphrase, my password 01. So that's my password. Expiration date, I don't care about that. Multiple users, so we can do multiple or single users. I'll do multiple. Role, I don't care. Hit save, and there it is, right? So that's pretty cool, the ability to do that however you'd like. But then I thought, okay, so we're actually working on the ability to do kind of a self-service portal. I don't know the details on it, I just heard about it, but I thought it would be cool to put it in ServiceNow, right? So as you can see, here's my ServiceNow developer instance. We'll go into the dashboard. Dashboards. And I made a dashboard called pre-shared keys. And with one API call, I just pulled out all the PSKs from the Mist dashboard, the live demo dashboard. But when I edit things, I'm going to edit them in my lab. So I also created a catalog item. So if I click on my catalog, and then I do create new PSK, I can show you that, let's see, Andy's Xbox, whatever, right? My password. And then we've already got it populated in here. But again, this is our API call that goes out and sees what SSIDs are required. So this will automatically populate, not a big deal. Same thing, multiple users, single user, don't care. Roles, expire time. I got lazy and I didn't feel like coding in the expire time, so I didn't. So you'll see in here, I'll hit order now. And again, I don't really know how to get this to go away. I just want one. I want to order it now. And then you'll see in here it says that I'm waiting for my approval because I'm an end user, right? The idea would be that I'm the end user. I don't know anything about this whole process. I just know that I want my Xbox to get Wi-Fi, and you keep issuing me passwords for it once a month. So that's what I want. I want a new password. And so the administrator, you'll see here in a second, I'm going to pop up my iPhone. I've just got the ServiceNow mobile app, and I'm actually going to, I hooked it up into Slack too, so that the idea would be that the networking team or whoever manages this would be able to just get live alerts as to what's going on when it's going on. So on my mobile phone, you'll see that I have one new notification and a new task. So my new task that came in, it says just now, it wants me to approve the creation of a new pre-shared key. So I look at it, and again, this is the same idea, right? So you can see all the information that my user put in, and what's useful about it, and if it was good, bad, or indifferent. So again, it's kind of like that human loop where I don't want this to be completely automated, because then people could just generate keys all day long, and that's not the point. So I want to be able to have a real person's eyes on this to say this is what they want, and I want to approve or deny it. So in our case, we'll approve it, and it'll go back and approve it. And this is all just the ServiceNow workflow. And so you can see that it says that it created my PSK in Slack. And then if I go back to Andy's lab and then I hit refresh, it will have been created. There it is. Okay, and we'll show you the password, my password 02. And it's funny because this actually gets completed well before the app on my iPhone tells me that it's completed. So at some point here, I'll get another notification that says, here you go, that says that it's done 12 seconds ago. And then I can clear those out or whatever. But again, I just wanted to show the ability to pivot and maneuver these things. We also talked a lot about automation and how their team wasn't really ready for what was going on, in this platform, and how to make things like automagically work. So the idea would be, I kind of told them, I said, okay, so in my world, right, like when I was in the operational environment, I had a production environment and all that stuff. It was a lot harder for me to do the same thing, right? So like when you have a whole bunch of stuff going on and a whole bunch of fires to put out, there's kind of not a lot of time to learn all this magic stuff that happens. So you kind of don't go from not knowing anything about automation to this. But the way that I explained it was, you want a platform that it has the ability to do these things, and you don't necessarily have to execute on that ability right now. But as long as you get the platform that can do this stuff, then you can grow into it, as you go. Then you have a lot more buffer to learn these things and kind of figure them out, and let this stuff do its magic as it is, and then kind of learn how to interact with it, right? So that's I kind of wanted to show that off and show you the flexibility of this. So this is a brand new feature, and already I can interrogate it programmatically with ServiceNow. So that's key, right? You need the platform to be able to pivot when you need to pivot. So I kind of lost track of where I was at because I keep screwing up. But anyway, so I just wanted to show that off and let you guys know that I'm still out there, and I'm gonna start making videos again. I think I'll start doing like a 101 series. How do you start in this? Because I seem to get a lot more feedback as to how do you begin this process, how do you begin the journey, rather than I want to hook this into Netbox, into Splunk and ServiceNow and all these things. There are people out there that are at that level and they can do that, but I feel like a lot more of you are kind of in the space where I was, and it was like, okay, I'm a network engineer. I'm not a programmer, because when I decided to be a network engineer, I tried to do some programming classes and I decided that wasn't for me. So now we're kind of coming full circle back into it, and I don't really want to jump head first into all the mess. Just tell me how to shortcut stuff. So I'm going to start, I think I'm going to start a series where I show you kind of the quick and dirty way to do it. It might not be best practice, might not be the most complex way to do something, but you got to start somewhere. So I feel like with this platform and some of the other ones that are out there, it's really easy to kind of go in the shallow end and not jump right into the deep end with all the different acronyms and names of things and all that craziness. But anyway, that's all I got for right now. Let me know if you want to see anything else, and I will catch you on the next video.